In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front door checks on this BMW 550i. You're going to find these located behind the front door panels. Let's get into it. You want to make sure the window is about 8 inches up, so just take a tape measure, just get that right about that location. In the trunk, we're just going to pull this spare tire cover up. We can access the battery under here. There's a push pin right here. This one just twists out. There may be another one on the side here. This vehicle doesn't have it. You just want to pop those out with a trim tool. And just grab this cover and it just twists out. Now we're going to disconnect the battery. Use a 10mm wrench. Loosen up the negative terminal. Take that off, slide that out of the way. With a trim tool, pop this airbag emblem off. Just a plastic trim tool, be careful, you don't want to rip anything. Just pops out, just like that. I'm just going to pop this little cap off. The same, just use a trim tool. There we go. Pop that cap off. There's a screw in there. I'm going to use a Phillips head screwdriver, take this screw out. There's a screw in here, use a T30 socket. Take that screw out. Underneath here, there's a footwell light. We need to remove that. Just use a trim tool. Get underneath that. We'll disconnect that. You want to grab right here. It's a good idea to wear some gloves. There could be some sharp edges. And then we're just gonna pull real hard. There we go. Pop that out. It's clipped in on the bottom. Just use a trim tool, go around, popping this out. There is a clip right here. I'm just taking a pick and going in from behind, and I'm just going to pop that clip out. Oops. So where that is pushed in, you want to try to lift up on that. If you push in a little bit and lift up to release it, I'll show it to you a little better once we get the panel off. And then it's clipped in on the top. There we go. Just pop that out. Take the lock rod off. Disconnect the inner door handle cable. There's a little tab under there. Just lift up on that, and that comes right off. And there's a wiring harness right here. Just push down on the 2 tabs. That comes off. And we're going to use a trim tool. Just pop this wire out. I'll disconnect the speaker wires. I'm just going to use a pick. There we go. It's just clipped in. You just need to pop this out a little bit. There we go. Pull that out. Disconnect the airbag. Just grab the connector, push on the tab, and it slides off. There's a little tab right there. It slides out just a slight bit, and that releases it. To disconnect this light right here, just grab the light, just slide it off. Right here there's a clip. We're just going to pop this off with a pick. Pop that off. There's another little bulb. Pop that out. Underneath where the switch is, pull that connector off. And this is another light, fiber optic light. Just grab the light, just slide it off. You can see where the clip is that holds this on. So the panel just kind of slides up and this clip stays. This clip actually bent out, so it's almost impossible to just slide this off. So when you have the door in there, you just gotta kind of slide it up and pop it out. Just gonna take some needle nose and just bend this back. You can slide that off. Remove the vapor barrier. Just gonna use a utility knife and you can just cut the butyl tape. If it doesn't stick anymore, you can add more butyl tape after you're done. And take that off. Using a E10 socket, I'm going to take this bolt out right here. Take that out. Now there's this rubber trim piece right here. You want to just lift up on that and then lift down. This will come off. We can just slide that to the end. We're going to use a T30 socket. Take these bolts out. Take that bolt out. And just move this wiring harness out of the way. And it comes right out. Take the new one. Slide it in place. Take the bolts, get those started. Snug those bolts down. Now we'll torque these bolts to 88 inch-pounds. That's good. Take this grommet. You can see how this is going to slip over the bolts. Do the bottom one first and then lift up. It slides in place. Now take the bolt and we're just going to close the door so that it lines up. Get the bolt started. Just get that all the way down. You can open the door. Just be careful, don't put your fingers near the door check. It's just going to click like that. We'll tighten that down and we'll torque that to 15 foot-pounds. Now we're just gonna adjust this clip a little. One of the tabs bent, so I'm just gonna I'm just using a trim tool, but you could use a straight blade screwdriver. Just bend one of the tabs up. And the other tab's gonna get bent down. This clip is what we took off of here, so that's gonna go on the door. So when you pulled the door up, it slid off this clip. So when we put the door panel back on, we're gonna slide this in and then it'll just slide in place and clip on. I'll take the vapor barrier, slide that over the clip, go around the wires. If you need more butyl tape, just add it now. Otherwise, normally it sticks pretty good. Just make sure it's all lined up. This clip is going to go on the door like that. And we can take the wiring harness, get all that started. This connector is going to go into the switch underneath here. Plug that in. This other light is going to go in here. And this one goes this way. Clip that in place. Connect the airbag connector. Try to get it started first and then push that lock in place. Take the fiber optic light, line it up, lock it in place, and take the light, line that up, and lock it down. This wire is going to go down to where the puddle light is, underneath there. Feed that through there. And the 2 connectors for the speaker. Hook those up. These are all going to get pushed in here. This connector is going to go over here. Take the cable for the handle. Get that in place, lock it down. Take the lock rod, it's going to go through. Get everything lined up. Make sure that wire's coming through down below. Oh. Push it down. I'll connect the wire for the light. Slide that in place. Lock it down. I'll put these screws in. Snug that down. Take the cover, line it up, push it on, and put this screw back in. Take the little cap, line it up, push it on. And take the negative terminal, attach it to the battery. Now we'll tighten this down. And that's snug. Give it a wiggle, make sure it's tight. Take this cover. Position it in place. Take the push pin, slide that in place. If you had another one there, you want to push that in. And take this cover and let it down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.